13 mind-blowing marsupial battles you've got to see to believe. Number 14. Koalas Fighting. Looking like miniature bears, eating eucalyptus leaves, and spending most of their lives on tree branches, that's koalas in a nutshell. Although these creatures are solitary, they do live in a network, and at times, they fight with each other to settle territorial or partner-related disputes. Needless to say, the males of the species are more involved in such fights. These two koalas are fighting it out. The weaker and smaller koala has been shunted out by the larger one. It makes loud noises, but there's no one to hear. The koala wants to get back, but is perhaps too scared of its rival. Here, the koala on top is strongly objecting to the other koala's attempts of climbing up. It screeches and warns the other koala to back off. Things go out of control as the one on the bottom tries to forcibly remove the other from the top and starts assaulting it. The two koalas drag the fight to the bottom amidst loud screeching. The fight doesn't last long as one of the koalas takes refuge under the thick leaves of a nearby tree. In this clip too, the koalas are arguing with each other, but the fight doesn't look very serious. This male koala's enthusiasm for spotting a female koala first may be short-lived. A rival has also locked eyes on the same female, so the first koala has to challenge this intruder. He first issues a warning, but the rival does not want to give up. When warnings don't work, they fight with each other on top of a tree. They slap each other, but the only major injury is the loss of dignity. The loser retreats, and the victorious male gets the female koala. Number 13. Wombats Fighting. Wombats are unique in the marsupial world. Whenever they are in big trouble, they use their butt to save their butt. When a predator is near, these big booty mammals dive into their burrows and block the entrance with their behinds. But they can even fight with their own kind. Male wombats often bash each other up to mate with females. These two wombats seem to have gone crazy. They wrestle with each other and have already inflicted wounds on each other. There are bruises, and the two refuse to spare each other. The winning wombat is pushing the loser wombat away. It seems the loser has no other option but to give up here. Otherwise, its wounds could get more serious. Number 12. Tasmanian Devils Fighting. Tasmanian devils are the largest carnivorous marsupials in the world, found mostly in Tasmania. They are blessed with strong jaws and an impressive bite force. This stocky marsupial is prone to bare its sharp teeth, growl, and lunge. They are mostly solitary and only come together to feed on carrion. They are ferocious eaters and almost do not leave any trace of their food and eat bones, hair, organs, and muscles. And that's when they may just lose their cool and clash with each other. There is a lot of tension between these two Tasmanian devils. They shout at each other and try to bite each other's mouths. The smaller one on the left realizes there's no point risking its life and backs off. The two Tasmanian devils are warning each other not to come near. They bark at each other, and it seems this fight is over some unknown disagreement. Soon, things go from bad to worse, as the Tasmanian devils ramp up their aggression and attacks. They bash each other up angrily. What could have caused such a brutal fight? Number 11. Possum versus monitor lizard. Possums dwell in trees and are armed with sharp teeth that can inflict a lot of damage to a same-sized attacker. They are very protective and fight out bravely to defend their young. Lace monitor lizards have sharp claws that help them to climb tall trees with ease and target possums residing there. This lace monitor lizard is eager to have a filling lunch. It eyes the baby possums hidden inside the tree bark, but the watchful mother possum blocks the monitor's advances and noisily drives the lizard away. The lizard is hungry, and it makes another attempt. It instantly enters the bark, and the mother possum delivers a quick bite. But the lizard's thick skin is simply too difficult to penetrate, and the possum's bite doesn't even make the menacing predator flinch. Within minutes, the monitor enjoys eating the babies as the mother possum haplessly looks on. Number 10. Possum versus raccoon. Raccoons live throughout the United States in woods, wetlands, suburbs, parks, and cities. They are omnivores and eat both meat and vegetables. This propensity to eat meat along with their aggressive attitude are the reasons why they often get embroiled in fights with a large number of animals such as foxes, cats, dogs, possums, etc. and of course, other raccoons. The possum threatens this raccoon to let go of its meal and go away. However, the raccoon, being larger and stronger, assumes that these are just empty threats. While the possum hangs around for some more time trying to force the raccoon away, it really can't do anything against this opponent. In the end, the possum has to abandon its meal and go away as the raccoon has full control over it now. Number 9. Possum playing dead. When possums encounter threats to their life, they use a unique strategy to save themselves from getting killed or badly injured, and that strategy is to pretend to be dead. They just lie still and lifeless to ward off predators from harming them. Although possums have sharp teeth and can handle smaller animals in a fight, they don't mind using this strategy against the more powerful predators. This possum is just sitting still when a dog enters and starts to smell it. Immediately, the possum plays dead, which is a great way of avoiding harm or attacks. What's hilarious is that the dog, despite being an intelligent animal and having a great sense of smell, is unable to figure out that the possum is just acting. This coyote has grabbed this possum and it has enough bite force to crush its head, but there is something wrong. The possum feigns death to get out of this dangerous situation. This act of being dead, along with a specialized odor that the possum can secrete, turns the coyote off from having this meal. Thinking that there's something wrong with its catch, the coyote abandons it and leaves. Number 8. Pedemalins Fighting. Pedemalins are rare marsupials found in diverse environments like thick bushes, forests, and swampy areas. These animals look like wallabies and kangaroos, but have shorter heights and thicker bodies. Even though they are herbivores, fights still happen between their own kinds. The two Pedemalins are pressing each other's throats. The two perhaps want to rule this territory and are wrestling with each other for dominance. They grab each other and want to knock each other down. At times, they kick each other. Since both are equally matched, there is no clear winner. The good news is that despite the brazen display of aggression, they did not injure each other too severely. Number 7. Kangaroos Fighting. Kangaroos, especially red ones, are the largest marsupials in the world. They are a highly social species and often engage in nose-touching or sniffing to build cohesion within the group. But despite this bonhomie, the kangaroos often violently fight with each other to establish territorial dominance. They kick each other hard with their hind legs and box with their front paws. At times, males may suffer from painful injuries owing to such intense fighting. The kangaroos here are challenging. Within seconds, they grab each other's necks and start kicking each other. Another kangaroo rushes to the spot and starts attacking one of them. After knocking the kangaroo down, the third kangaroo leaves the spot. Then again, the fighting resumes, with punches and kicks. They also slap each other hard. The two are evenly matched and want to establish territorial dominance. Just like professional wrestlers, kangaroos slam each other. The losing kangaroo runs, but the winner is unsparing and continues to chase him. Grey kangaroos are among the most social of all Australian marsupials and live on well-watered plains, but living in groups is not without problems. The joeys are already grown-ups, which means their mothers are ready to mate again. Males are observing females who are sexually available. Having found one, the male kangaroo gains a female and is ready to father the next generation, but there is a challenger. Soon, a fierce fight starts as two males kick and box with each other. They want to knock each other down, but both seem to be well-matched and stand their grounds. Another kangaroo intervenes and is able to stop the fight. Sometimes, kangaroo fights can be incredibly unpredictable. These two kangaroos engage in a serious bout with each other, showering kicks and punches. Suddenly, one of the kangaroos is thrown through a metal fence nearby, and the fight ends at once. Number 6. Kangaroo versus dog. Even though Australian wild dogs or dingoes target kangaroos often, the same cannot be said of domestic dog breeds. Moreover, domestic dogs also lack the temperament to hunt such feisty animals. For self-defense, kangaroos may resort to slapping, punching, and kicking their attacker hard, which may be fatal to dogs. The dog is chasing and trying to attack the kangaroo, but that is not easy. The kangaroo hops around to evade every possible attack. Number 5. Snake attacks possum. Can snakes kill possums? Well, yes, if they are large, strong, or highly venomous, then a possum does not stand a chance. But in all other instances, the possums can easily overpower and take down serpents. In this awesome clip, a snake is attacking a possum. It is coiled around and tries to squeeze the marsupial, but the possum struggles and looks for a way to escape. The snake again attacks and firmly coils around. Things don't favor the possum here, and it may likely perish. Number 4. Kangaroo versus domestic cat. Domestic cats are way too small compared to kangaroos. However, like their wilder cousins, they retain some of their hunting skills and even attack much larger animals. Though domestic cats don't have the needed physical strength to bring down a kangaroo, the fight can be very thrilling and ridiculous at the same time. This ginger cat is not very pleased, it seems. It pounces upon the kangaroo and bashes it up. After a brief break, the cat returns for round 2 and again jumps up to attack the kangaroo. This time, the kangaroo dodges and strikes back. Not one to back down, the cat attacks a third time. The kangaroo finally escapes as it cannot bear the feline's bullying tactics anymore. Number 3. Possums Fighting. As you could see earlier, possums can play dead to fool other predators, and this tactic works most of the time. But does that work when their battle is with their own kind? These animals have to engage in brutal fights with their own kind to settle territorial disputes, and the fights can get pretty brutal. The two possums are brutally assaulting each other here. The losing possum is trying to resist and turn the tables. By using their claws and sharp teeth, the two fighters look unsparing and punch each other. It seems they want to finish each other. Number 2. Possum versus cat. Domestic or stray cats may be way smaller than the big cats, but they're no less when it comes to aggression and hunting prowess. These guys often encounter possums in many parts of the world, and when they meet, fights break out. Cats have sharp teeth and claws to fight, and they don't mind launching preemptive attacks. So, while facing off a possum, they do have an advantage, though possums have sharp teeth and fighting skills as well. A cat and a possum observe each other, but the possum seems to be a bit relaxed and moves quickly towards the cat. The cat tries to strike, but the possum charges at it ferociously and chases it away. Now, the whole space belongs to the possum, and it can search without any worries. Number 1. Dingo versus Wallaroo. Dingoes are wild canines found mostly in Australia, and they are the apex predators in their habitats. They are common enemies of many marsupials, such as kangaroos and wallaroos. Like their cousins, the gray wolf and dingoes hunt in packs and travel together. The dominant male is the pack leader and doesn't fight brutally unlike other predators for territory. Wallaroos have strong hind legs to deliver strong kicks to dingoes, but they may fail to save themselves if an entire pack attacks. These wallaroos are busy getting a drink. They have a very limited sight while drinking. This is a major advantage for the dingoes. The chase begins, and the terrified wallaroos run for their lives. After a few moments, an adult wallaroo is facing off against a hungry dingo. The wallaroo stands on its hind legs and tries to scare the wild dog away. The dingo wants to attack, but just cannot gather enough courage. As a youngster, he's a little unsure of what to do. This wallaroo's defense strategies work, and it lives to fight another day. We hope you enjoyed this video. For more such videos, please subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and hit the like button. Share this video with your friends and family members. Do tell us which of these marsupial fights you enjoyed watching the most in the comments. Have a great day. We hope to see you again in another exciting video.